What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is Kate TV. I'm your host, Kate, and today we are going to be discussing the scam website that is Indeed. But before we go ahead and get into the video, if you are enjoying my channel so far and you like these reactionary style type videos, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Like, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below to say hello. I would love to get to know you. So today, let's go ahead and let this gentleman introduce us to the idea that Indeed is a data harvesting website, which honestly, from personal experience, that's exactly what it is. But let's let him talk about it.
So there's this theory going on right now with Indeed that they have all of these job listings and hundreds of people are applying to them and nobody's getting hired. So this guy did a test and applied to like 100 jobs and never got a call back. So the theory is that they're data mining. So they're listing all these jobs to get applicants, taking the data and selling it because data is gold these days. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts are just as I said before. I absolutely believe that for sure. Just like this girl said. So when I posted my resume, I started getting more fraud calls. That's exactly what happened to me. When I have posted resumes on there before and tried to apply for places, instantly I just get inundated with emails, texts, phone calls, just from so many different people all over the place telling me that they want me to come work for them. You can come make $1,000 in an hour here doing, this easy job from your house. It's all a scam, honestly. So much of it's a scam. And it's so frustrating because everybody out here is just trying to pay bills. That's literally all we're trying to do. We're trying to find a job so that we can put food on the table and provide for our families, our household, whatever it is that we need to pay for. And websites like Indeed are honestly making it so much more difficult than it needs to be to just find a job. It really is. It's so unfair.
I got scammed on Indeed. I never thought that would happen to me. So I was really needing a job. Oh my God, I was looking up like entry level, no experience jobs. I found this job, entry level events coordinator. Sounded like you were just gonna like help set up events. I applied for the job. They liked my application and they wanted to do a Zoom interview with me. So I go on the Zoom interview. It's literally just this guy talking. He just sent every candidate that link and they're like, yeah, so if you got this, just fill out this like survey thing. They were making it sound like we were like very good candidates, like we made it to the next round. I filled out the survey and they respond back to me within like a day. They're like, we loved your application. We want to do like a second round of Zoom interviews. So I go in the Zoom interview and I was expecting it to just be me and the interviewer, and I open it and there's like another girl in there. So they're interviewing both of us at the same time. I was like, okay, that's a little weird. The guy who's interviewing us is wearing like a suit. Like he looks like super professional. He starts asking us questions and bitch, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. All these corporate words and terms that I don't know. And I was BSing so hard. Like I could literally tell when I was doing the interview, there's absolutely no way they're gonna pick me out over this bitch. She's literally professional. She's older than me. And he starts explaining the job. It's basically saying that we're gonna like start off entry level and then we're gonna move up. We'll eventually be like a manager in like a few months. And I'm like, I thought this was an events assistant. Like, what is the job you're describing? They kept asking me if I had questions and I was just like making up the most random questions. I was like, so do you guys like hang out? Like I was asking like dumb ass questions. And he kept emphasizing how they have like a really good like bond within their company. They always do events and trips and stuff. Throughout the interview, he was just explaining a job that was like completely different than the one that I applied for. I'm like too nice. I didn't want to like stop him and be like, I don't think this job's for me. I just like kept going with it. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. Like I definitely think that I would be perfect for this role. I was just like spitting random bullshit. I'm just such a people pleaser in that aspect. Like I could not like stop him and say that I don't want to do this job. So I just kept going with it. But I was saying such bad answers. I was like, there is no way I'm getting this job. So after the interview, I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't think they're gonna call me back. Bitch, tell me why they call me back. Congratulations, you've made it to the third round of interviews. This is a phone interview. He starts asking me more questions, more corporate ass questions that I don't know the answers to. He then puts me on hold for 15 minutes. I'm like, you're talking to the team right now? Why is it taking so long? After the 15 minutes, he's like, yeah, so sometimes when we have these calls, they don't always go the way that we expect. And I was like, oh, thank God. He's like, but this isn't one of those calls. Congratulations. We'd like to offer you the position. I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way this man just offered me a job. I was so put on the spot. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so excited to start. I was really sketched out by this job because I was like, okay, I fucking bombed that interview. There is no way that they are giving me the job right now. It felt like they were like mocking pranking me. I was like, is this a prank? Go online. I look up the company. I cannot find any information about it. They had to go to the recruiter's LinkedIn, find a bunch of stuff. I finally found their website. Their website looks so sketchy. It said they have all these Fortune 500 clients. None of them were listed. They talked about how their team was so close and they do all these trips and events. There isn't a single picture of any of their employees. End up telling the job that I just got another opportunity. They were like so insistent on me working there, and I'm just like thinking what would have happened if I showed up to the place, because I looked up the place on a map and it looked kind of sketchy. Am I gonna get kidnapped? The whole thing just gave me really sketch vibes. After I saw the website, I was like, oh hell no, this is definitely a scam. They really made me feel special. They really made me feel like that bitch, like I just got a full-time job. Once I bombed the interview on purpose and they still hired me, that did it for me. So yeah guys, check your jobs, do some research on the company before getting your hopes up. I got scammed on.
I have also run into that exact situation on Indeed, and it's always those like Fortune 500 companies, and they really play you up and talk you up, you know, like, oh girl, you're going to do great. You're going to have this position. Like, we think you're going to do great in this company. You're really going to grow. It's going to be fantastic. You'll be part of our tight knit little family. We're going to go on these vacations. You know, they really like play it up. And I actually do think it's very possible some of these things are actually trafficking scams too. But I mean, there's no, I don't know how to even verify that, but I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if some of them were really trying to recruit people for trafficking purposes, but also just for data harvesting purposes in general. You know, they make money off that plenty. This girl says, I went through a 3-day interview process for a marketing job just to get in my car and realize I had just fallen for a pyramid scheme. This has happened to me as well. Multiple times I have been recruited into a pyramid scheme and I didn't even know it. One of them was actually like an insurance situation, like an insurance company for health insurance, I believe it was. And I should have known that it was a scam when I had to pay to work there and I had to purchase any of the leads that I would have needed. I had to do this whole like test thing with the state, I think it was. I don't even remember. But it was just really weird. I still get emails from them all the time. They still think I work for them, and I've never once even made a single phone call with them because I realized like this is a scam. Like there's something weird about this. You should not have to pay to work somewhere, okay? Truly. That immediately should be a red flag for anybody. And the pyramid scheme stuff, it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. And they always say it's a lot of times they'll put it in their little spiel that they give you that, oh, we're not a pyramid scheme. A lot of people say that, but we're totally not a pyramid scheme. If they say that to you, they probably are. It's a multi-level marketing scam most of the time. But it's crazy how many of these are on Indeed. Professional jobs will never conduct group interviews. That's how you know it's a scam. That's a good tip. That's good to know because I wouldn't know the difference. I've never had a corporate job before. I don't know. All right, let's watch another.
Do not apply for jobs on Indeed. Because if you apply for a job on Indeed, it's a good chance, not every time, but it's a 95% chance that that job is a scam. If you are going to apply for a job on Indeed, I highly recommend you only apply to jobs that allow you to apply on the company site. Because if not, you're going to be receiving all types of emails and phone calls from jobs that you didn't apply for, hearing from people that you don't want to hear from. It's almost like they turn into bill collectors. So if you're going to apply for a job, do it. And I'm not saying don't use Indeed. All I'm saying is please make sure to actually go to the company website and verify that this position and this job is real, because it's a good chance it's not. Do not.
Yeah, that's a very, very good piece of advice, is to just try the best you can, vet the company. Like go try to find, I think it's Glassdoor, something. There's some website where you can go and you can see people who've worked there and they like leave a review about how it was working there. Always try to use things like that. Like look at other people's experiences before you just go ahead and give them all your information. Because there's just way too many data harvesting scams out here. There really are.
So I just want to make y'all
Do not
Oh,
apply
that one
for.
looked
So I just
interesting.
want to make y'all aware of the scams / kidnapping on Indeed. So there was this company that I was applying to, and it had one website and 2 job descriptions. So the first interview, I got on 15 minutes in and out, asking questions about this company. The first interviewer told me where the job was located, And then the second interviewer gave me a different address. Now, this is a scam slash kidnapping trying to go on Indeed. And I want to tell you what raised my concerns for the kidnapping. It says, this office is on the second floor of the restaurant called La Luna. Once you arrive, press management office and we'll let you in. Get in the building, turn on the first black door you see, hop on the elevator towards the second floor. Y'all ain't about to get me. And then I looked on Reddit, and this company said on Reddit that this guy got 3 interviews and the job never worked. But then, once I got done interviewing the 15 minutes on Zoom, another company emails me with the same time, same availability, same thing. We want to email you. There are scams. And literally trying to snatch people on Indeed. Like, this is so crazy to me. Like, when I looked on Reddit, and it was like, I interviewed for them 3 times, and then after the 4th time, I gave up. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, there are people scamming you on Indeed. So please be very careful with what jobs you accept on there. And I just want to make Indeed and other people aware of this scam, because this is very, very, very dangerous. For the 2 managers to interview you for the same company, one telling you to go to one location, the other one telling you to the next location, the other one telling you one thing, somebody's calling you, somebody's emailing you, the stories are not adding up. That's a safety concern.
It is. I totally agree with her. If you be very careful too, like when people are interviewing you, like pay attention to what they're saying, the wording, their story. Like, is it the same information? Are they giving you consistent information? Or, like, that's a huge red flag if it's conflicting and it's not the same thing. That's a sign that it's not a legitimate job opportunity and it could be something worse. But that's just crazy that we even have to be concerned about getting kidnapped off of a jobs website. You know what I mean? It's just too much to worry about. There's too much to worry about in today's world. I can't handle it.
It's not you. There are no more jobs. And the few that there are, you're competing with 5 million other people, and they're requiring that you offer up your firstborn and already come with 45 years of experience.
I know this can't just be me, so I'm just gonna put this out there and see if this is like a Chicago problem, like a nationwide problem, but I know this can't just be like a Jess problem. So I'm just doing my part in holding up the statistics on the unemployment line over here, and I have put in, I shit you not, probably 80 applications on Indeed in 2 weeks. These same places that I'm applying for on Indeed, I'm going in person to also take a physical copy of my resume and show face, right? Because meeting somebody can be so much more genuine than just reading their name off of a piece of paper. I'm trying to get into the service industry here, continue in the service industry, because I have worked 3 different levels of service industry jobs in Chicago. 4 different levels, actually. I started all the way at the bottom at the diviest dive bar of all dive bars in Chicago. And then I moved up to a corporate job. And then I moved up to a very fine dining bar manager position where I did liquor distributions and all this different kind of stuff. And then I moved up to a fine dining bartender, kind of step back almost, but at a nicer establishment. So my credentials are legit. I have years and years of experience bartending, service industry. Now, these same places that I'm applying to online on Indeed that have active job wanted postings out there for people to apply to, and I go to take my resume into them and let them know I applied online and ask if I need to fill out an application in person as well, and they're not hiring. 80 applications and I haven't got a call back with mass amounts of experience and credentials. People are so quick to scream at this new generation so lazy and they just don't want to work. Shit, I want to work. But no one is actually hiring. There's so many help wanted signs out and help wanted postings out. But then you go in person and they're not hiring. Like, what are we supposed to be doing? So if anybody in Chicago wants to give me a bartending job or a serving job or has employment for me, I am 100% willing, able, and will give you my basically entire free time now. But shit, please stop calling me lazy.
That's crazy too, not being able to find a job in the service industry. My advice to you though, if you're looking for a job in the service industry, just go into a restaurant. Go into like 10 restaurants in a day, give them all your application, fill out an application right there. Keep calling them and they will hire you. A lot of restaurants desperately need help right now. I don't know what is with the Indeed thing. That's super weird that a restaurant would even put their listing up there and then turn around and say that they're not hiring. That's something else. I don't know what exactly that is, but that's so weird. This person kind of says the same thing. I thought it was just me. Applied to over 50 jobs and crickets. Been bartending for 15 years. Beyond qualified. Crickets. Yeah, like bartending jobs. They're like everywhere. I personally, I've always gotten those types of jobs just by going in person. But again, it's been a while since I've had to like go out there and put myself out there for a job like that, like to put an application out and everything, because I do my own business now. But that's what I would do. I don't know. Hopefully that will work for somebody. But yeah, I'm going to end the video there. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.